Devolution
Mhm.
is a complete fallacy. Why are we paying for MSs and MPs where in England they both do the same job? It's a duplication. It's more bureaucracy. And the bureaucracy is even worse. In Shropshire, so let's say there's Shropshire, they've got an MP, but their MP is also responsible for health, education. In Wales, that's separated to another person, but you've still got the MP representing your area. I would just want one person standing up, fighting for the people in that constituency, saying, yeah, we want better skills, we want better hospitals, we want better roads, infrastructure, job. That's the purpose of the MP. Half the MPs in Wales, they haven't got hardly anything to do. Because when the debate on education in England is raging as it is at the moment, it doesn't affect any of their constituents. So this is where bureaucracy has gone mad. And then, rather than spending money on education or health, we get another 36 MSs for the Senate, increased by bureaucracy. So at the end of the day, this is just a gravy mill for the politicians. So our proposal
just seems like bureaucracy for the bureaucracy, you know?
Well, it is. It's bureaucracy gone mad. It's like the Welsh Assembly and the Senate is supposed to be devolved powers to improve the livelihoods of the people in Wales. Well, not giving Uganda millions of trees to plant for their green initiative and sending money abroad on other idiotic expenditure. That's what it's not designed for. And back to the extra MSs in the new election now, because they've changed the boundaries and they've changed even the way we vote, so that it's going to be even interesting. Well, if politicians are the answer to the question, well, it must have been a stupid bloody question in the first place, really, wasn't it? Yeah? More politicians, that's it. More bureaucracy, that is the answer to the question. Well, what is the question? The question is, you've failed completely on delivering in the past 26 years. And we get criticised by the mainstream media saying you're anti-Welsh. Actually, we're more Welsh than the people that are representing us. Because as before devolution, we still have our culture. We still had our language. We were still proud of who we were and where we're from. We're still proud of that now. But we were part of the Union. Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland. But the separatists have said, if you separate, you're going to have the land of honey. Well, I'll tell you this much. If you have a land of honey and you have a serious accident in North Wales and you're separated, where's your major trauma unit going to be? Are you still going to have to use Stoke? Are the people in power still going to have to use Shrewsbury as their A&E? Are you going to build a new hospital in the middle of Powys? It doesn't make economic sense to put it there. We're independent. So when you have Plaid saying, oh, we want independent, I'll ask him first. First question would be, if you had a major trauma in your house in Anglesey, where would you go? a major trauma incident, there is no place in the whole of North Wales to serve it out. And
That's shocking. That's absolutely shocking.
We have different policies. You get farmers. Farmers have been crying out for the last 26 years. They've been dying in Wales with TB. Now there's a different rule on that invisible line in England where TB is declining. Now the policies in Wales are totally different, and TB has been increasing year on year.
Is it really?
Yeah. If you look at the figures in Wales compared to England and their policies.
Shit.
So, and it's these things. I am not saying what we are saying is that we just believe that in one government they must be held accountable. At the moment, nobody's being held accountable. You've got Cardiff blaming Westminster, Westminster blaming Cardiff. What I want is somebody to be. What we want is somebody to be held accountable locally, and if they are not delivering for the people in that area, they should be voted out. If them policies are not working for that people, that democracy should come in. At the moment, they just blame one another. If you go onto Twitter, a local Labour MP is criticising the Welsh, his Labour MS and the Welsh government on how bad health is in his area and how it's a disaster. Now, how can you have the local MP and the MS representing the same political party blaming each other?
Just doesn't bode well for the people who are ultimately the subject of these people's decisions or anything like that. The people who these individuals are elected to represent are the ones that are going to ultimately suffer from whether it's negligence, whether it's incompetence, whatever it may be. It's their representatives or the people they represent rather that are going to suffer for it. Like you said, where North Wales hasn't got an emergency trauma clinic or something like that, and they're too busy fighting each other to try and sort it out.